Hello and welcome back to the channel. So this is the second part of the can you basically brew beer in your kitchen. The first part is all about the getting the brew on, getting the pan on the stove, going through that process and then getting that worked into the fermenter, pitching the yeast, and now we're at the stage where it's dry hopping. So just a quick recap, we used pale malt, it's a single malt beer, and we're using Sabro hops. We used 2 grams at the very start of the boil just for a little slight bit of bitterness, and then we used 13 grams in the whirlpool, which if you go back to the video you'll see that. So now we're at the stage where we're adding 13 grams of dry hop to the fermenter. So I've got 13 grams here, see that? The dry hop, lovely smelling Sabro. And my tip, really, if you can get something, if you're going to use like a Demi-john, I've got like a polystyrene cone. You can get these like at your local chip shop and stuff, that sort of thing. If you get one of these, then all you got to do, move my phone out of the way before I sanitise my phone, is spray it, really. Give it a spray. Make sure it's sanitised. Just let that sit there for a minute. Dry hopping. Okay. So I'm just going to go straight off what it says here. Dry hopping to me is to get flavour and aroma from them hops. You can add them at the very start of fermentation. It's a biotransformation it's a biotransformation hop. It's not any special hop, but there are certain hops that work well during the biotransformation of a dry hop at the beginning of fermentation. And then this one, the fermentation is coming to the end now. So it's near the end of the 2 weeks. I'm going to dry hop it 3 days with these Sabro hops, and then I'm just looking to pull out flavour and aroma from them. There is all different studies about bitterness. I think they do pull a little bit of bitterness from a dry hop. Other people say no. What does it say on here? The purpose of dry hopping is to infuse beer with additional fresh hop flavour and aroma. Dry hopping is a cold infusion technique that not only intensifies hop aromatics in beer, but also adds aromatics that are substantially different from those achieved by late hopping. So that's basically what it is. Why should I dry hop my beer? Dry hopping is basically done before, during fermentation, which we've just said. So yes, everything is saying here. Does dry hopping add more bitterness? Depends. It's not always the case. So yeah, so just a little bit of backup information there. So what I do, take out the bung, just pull this out, I'll sanitise that again. Got my little cone ready, that's sanitised. Open the hops. These have been in my freezer since brew day. Just thrown one, so I'm grand. I wish there's a smell-o-vision on there. Honestly, can you see that in the camera now? There you go. There's the hops, Sabro hops. Smell absolutely superb. So let's get these in. So the cone over the top. The idea, get them in. Tap, easy, gone. In. Bung. Spray again. Mrs. B's going to go mad because I'm getting all the surface wet. Sanitised. Back in. Then 3 days time, check this, check the gravity, and then see if it's ready for bottling, which hopefully it will be. So that'll be part 3. So this is part 2. Part 1 was the actual brew day, part 2 is a dry hop, part 3 is going to be bottling, part 4 will be the actual opening the bottle and tasting. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.